Hello everyone, this is your girl Sugary Girl Candy 2012 and I'm bringing you guys another piece. I decided to do this one because I found it really funny. Well, the title at least. I haven't actually read it. So I guess let's get started so I can give you guys my thoughts, afterthoughts. Okay, so the title reads Xbox balls on Uncharted. I wish we had an action adventure game like that, but we don't. There's been a huge fan backlash since Microsoft unveiled next year's action adventure title Rise of the Tomb Raider as an Xbox exclusive at least for holiday 2015. Phil Spencer, boss of Microsoft's Xbox division, spoke to Eurogamer after the announcement, explaining that the deal helps plug an Uncharted-sized hole in the Xbox lineup, even if Rise of Tomb Raider releases on other platforms at a later date. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End comes exclusively to PlayStation 4 next year, and time exclusively on Rise of the Tomb Raider. Xbox One, Xbox 360 gives Microsoft something to compete. I'm surprised they even still bringing it to a damn last-gen console, to be honest. That tells you right there, people, that last-gen is not fucking dead yet. He says, do I wish I had an own IP intellectual property first-party action-adventure game? Said Spencer. Absolutely, but I don't right now. This is one that fits well. Well, see, the problem with that line is Microsoft have had plenty of time to make their own, not only just time, but plenty of money. All that money being spent on all this time exclusive and all these DLCs could have been put towards developing your own in-house first party and second party games instead of wasting it on third parties. You can't say, oh, I wish we had an Uncharted game when y'all could have potentially had something competing with it, like what, when the 360 and PS3 were going heads up when Uncharted first came out. They could have been like, oh, okay, you know what, we should take that money, make some first and second party studios, or maybe bring up one or whatever, and say, I want a game that competes with the Uncharted series. They could have easily did that years and years ago, but to try to say like you wish you had a game is pretty damn funny and weird at the same time. Spencer revealed that he's a fan of the PlayStation exclusive Uncharted series. What? And that Microsoft has tried to make something comparable in the past. Okay, so let me retract a little of what I said on that second part. On this part right here. Okay, but I don't know how well that is true, but I don't know, because you never know with Microsoft. You never know. And this is the thing. He said, I'm a big fan of Uncharted, said Spencer, and I wish we had an action adventure game of that ilk. We've started some and we've looked at them, but we don't have one today of that quality. This partnership with publisher Square Enix is an opportunity. And an action adventure of that ilk. We started some. Okay, but that's just giving up. Like, like you don't even have to honestly compete with it. You could just come out with something and just try your best. Like, why give up so easily? And then in this day today now try to say, well, you wish you had a franchise like this when you could have tried and you could have pushed. See, that's the thing I like about Sony, is the fact that they take a lot of risks. Even if the product doesn't do too well, they still push to have a variety on their console and in their library, which is why many tend to go more towards Sony when it comes to exclusive games and good games than towards Microsoft, because Sony take risks on new IPs and like just different ideas and stuff. Like, you can't honestly say, oh, it's kind of fruitless to say I you know for me to choose a console that doesn't appeal to me, doesn't have a variety, and over a console that has all of what I want. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, so I'm just gonna stop. Oops. Spencer said that Microsoft's investment in Rise of Tomb Raider means the game will be at the level of other AAA titles with marketing to match. I know a lot of people won't like this. No shit, he said, but I'll say it. I think it can be good for the franchise and good for gaming all up because it's a franchise that's meant something, and we're going to be able to work with them and invest and try to put the marketing and everything else at a level, and we're active in working with them on the development of the game as well to try to make it one of those franchises that stands out. Microsoft does not own the Tomb Raider IP, and Rise of the Tomb Raider is only exclusive to Xbox for a limited period, but Spencer wouldn't reveal any more details on the timing. Despite the backlash to the announcement, Spencer insists that the deal was intended to keep Rise of the Tomb Raider away from PlayStation gamers. Really? Oh my goodness. I want to get this story out there. He said this whole thing that like we just somehow found something that Sony fans love and said, hey, if we just drop millions of dollars then they can't go play the game. That's not how it played out. Really now? Okay, like these last two lines, paragraphs literally have me like it literally has me giggling right now because like they say like it wasn't intentional to try to keep the game from PlayStation gamers or PC game. Well, they didn't say PC gamers, but I'm just gonna assume to keep it away from fans. But if you're paying money for a third party game that's meant to be for all platforms, PC, PS4, Xbox One, blah blah blah, then yeah, technically you are keeping the franchise from many fans, people that are mainly used to playing especially this game, the Tomb Raider franchise, on the PlayStation platform. So yeah. He said like we just somehow found something that Sony huh? That's like, I don't know, that just makes no sense to me. Like he said this whole thing like we just somehow found something that Sony fans love and said, hey, we drop millions of dollars and they can't go play the game. That's so like, that just sounds wrong on so many damn levels. Obviously you guys did, like, if you didn't know Sony fans didn't like, okay, if you didn't know Sony fans didn't like the game, you wouldn't have went for it. Because you say you want a franchise to compete with Uncharted, but at the same time, you know, Uncharted is like a love child of Tomb Raider, and it Tomb Raider has been on the PlayStation for a long time, and it's acquired many fans on the PlayStation side. And to say you wasn't doing it to be intentional, or saying that you didn't intentionally find something that Sony fans liked and say, hey, let's take this shit from them, throw millions at them and say keep it off the PlayStation platform, is a bit ridiculous to say. Clearly, by paying millions of dollars for it, yes, you are technically picking a franchise to keep it away from PlayStation fans or PC fans. And I can understand if this was a different title, then maybe I can understand this last part right here. But this is not just any old title. This is Tomb Raider, which was known mainly for being on the PlayStation side of things, and on the it was on the PC as well, but mainly on the PlayStation. So you obviously knew that Sony fans loved this game, so he was like, let's grab this motherfucker so it can compete with Uncharted. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. So I don't know. What do you guys personally think it is? Like, if you with me and you think Microsoft should just be taking all that money, or all this money that the fanboys claim and scream that they have so much more money than Sony are broke and blah blah blah. Well, Sony may not have that much more money than Microsoft, but at least they aren't actually investing that money into wise things. And again, you may make fun of all the indies all you want, but in the end, all those big companies that are now big, Ubisoft, Rockstar, whatever, once started out as indies, aka small companies, and once they created that one franchise that boosted them up, that did so well, it boosted them up to become the bigger company that they are today. So I don't look at, Sony having a lot of indies under their belt as a bad thing, because most times some of the indie games look better than some of the damn AAA games coming out. But I don't look at it as a bad thing, because it's just a potential AAA game in the future to me, and it's just going to be another game that Sony's going to have over Microsoft, another potential exclusive game like all the other ones they have. Sony just they just have so many freaking developers under their belt. It makes no damn sense. And much respect, because that developer could potentially, even though being a third party company, can be like, you know what, Sony treated me well, so you know what, the game is only going to come to the PlayStation side of things. So I look at it like that, son. So Microsoft needed, basically, to end this, Microsoft needed invest that money wisely, invest it in something that's actually going to help them more, instead of investing in things that's not going to help. Invest in something for the long run, instead of investing for something that's short and sweet. So again, leave your thoughts down below of what you think it is. Again, do you think Microsoft should just, like me, do you think Microsoft should be taking that money that they're spending on all this third party mess and actually investing it in, some actual in-house first and second party developers? And maybe they could have a franchise like this, because man, you guys don't know how excited I am for this game. It's insane. Uncharted is my baby. It's my baby though, because again, it was like my I believe my third PlayStation 3 game. My first was called The Darkness, which I got for free. I got a lot of games free back then. But yeah, this was like my third game. Played it, fell in love with it, and it was a done deal after that. So you guys just see how ecstatic I am for this. Is ridiculous. But leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll be sure to get back to your comments as fast as I can. And yeah, that's it. Deuces.